Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies, and Scott has no idea what this is. You're looking at it.
It's a bottle.
He doesn't
whiskey.
know. He doesn't know it's a whiskey. He does know that it's one of our world whiskeys, and I got a feeling that his olfactory senses will tell him some clues here soon.
We're gonna test it.
That wasn't long enough.
Blind box style.
Boom, baby! I like how you took over. Over. You didn't want me to keep rambling, and we're in. Let's do it. What do you got? I wanted to hear you do another test.
Okay. We had a commenter that said we were cheating, basically. I don't know if you saw it on the last one.
I did not.
And he said, basically, Scott has to know what's in there. I've had to see it on the monitor. You've had to tell me something.
Nope.
That's not the case at all.
And we wouldn't do that anyway. That is good, though.
Yeah.
You've been so good. The one in particular, the Colorado Springs one.
I think it was on that one.
And I didn't see that, but then I was like, what the hell? How are you picking out barley? But you did. You picked out barley.
My computer is open here, but it's not even.
You can't
it's
see
not
it.
up on
Spin
here.
it.
I can't
Spin
see it.
Show them the Boona Hobbin thing that you got. That's
I
a
put that on
beautiful
Instagram,
shot.
by the way, too.
That's good.
Yeah, see, it's not up on there.
That's the picture where he laid down sniper style and took this photo, and it was a good photo. So he has no idea. We wouldn't do that to you, really, nor to ourselves.
No.
What I love, love, you too.
The reason it's this way, though, and I think a commenter said, well, just pour it and then leave the bottle out. But YouTube is a visual platform.
Thank you.
We have the bottle there for you.
Bingo.
Not for us.
Right. And by the time we're editing this, you now know what it is when editing. And you or I, whoever's editing, will see it. So who cares? But yeah, visually, you want to be able to see it. He has no idea what this is.
We have Jeremy Sipper Social Club coins, by the way.
We're out of our coins, and I said I really want to do
I didn't bring enough.
Out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he brings them over, and then we film it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're going to know right away. You're going to have a hint. You're going to know where this is from, at least, I bet. We'll see. He does not know. No need looking over there.
Yeah, because it used to be there.
I don't even know what you're talking about. You need to look down here is where you need to look.
Well, the color indicates to me some sherry cask finishing. The nose indicates a heavy peat. And I just know you had which one you had up here behind me in that category for a while. And I knew you had it.
Well, yeah, there's a bunch I've had over there.
Oh, okay.
I moved some stuff around. So, actually, there's one I got to stop on. I've been sipping on. It's a Colorado one.
Did you have this one up over there?
I wouldn't give you any hints if it was or not. I will tell you there was a bunch of stuff over there, but I was moving stuff around. I'm hoping, I love when we roll the dice and pick stuff off the shelf. So I was messing with that a little bit.
This does feel single maltish.
Okay.
It feels sherry cask or wine cask finished and peated as well.
Actually, I'm impressed again. I really am. Your blind nose, I think, is better than mine by far. Just out of curiosity, what did you think was over there?
You had the Abomination spirits.
Okay.
Which is sherried and peated. That's an American whiskey, though.
It is.
That is whatever this is very nice. Very rich, very sweet, very sherried, very peaty. More sweet than peat.
So right off the bat, I knew the peat was going to grab your nose.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'm still going to tell you, I don't really get the sherry.
Oh, yeah. I think that's there as well. The color gave it away, unless it's something where they've added color, which could be the case.
I'm a peat
But no,
head,
even on the nose, I get it.
And in the peat, they will add the color, the caramel color.
It's higher ABV, but not extremely high. Probably 50, a little bit higher. 50 to 55%,
Okay.
maybe. It feels, it's got a nice mouthfeel, a lot of sweetness, a lot of fruits, a lot of peat, a little bit of earth.
Now, I'm a peat head. I love peat.
Yeah.
Okay. This is
Where was that going?
Well, this is a.
That was just a statement. I love peat.
Well, I don't want to give too many clues. I don't want to give too many clues. This is Isla peat.
Is that your belly?
It is. Hopefully you don't hear that. It was my belly making noise. I am curious if you can pick out or give your opinion on the distillery.
Boy, I tell you what, man, the sherry finish on this is heavy. I did just get a little bit of dankness, a little bit of sour.
I was just going to tell you, I want to add actually a lot of water to this. So let me describe some of mine. It's funny you said dank because there is a slight sour twinge that I sometimes get from a Bowmore. But I don't think it's Bowmore.
You don't think it's Bowmore?
That's what I'm telling you. I'm trying
Do
not
you
to
know
give
what it is?
Well, I'm not telling you any hints. I don't want to give you any hints. I think you're doing great, although I don't pick up the sherry as much.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's very good. I mean, this is
My
low.
stomach's chiming in.
This is like a 91, 92
Really?
on my scale. Good, great combination
I
of
want
peat
more
and
water.
sweet.
Okay. The peat
trying
surprised
to-
me on this one.
It surprised you as in
Yes.
that there's as much of it as there
I
is.
did not think where this is from that I was going to enjoy this peat style as much. So as a peat head, I knew it was peated, but let me back up now. You've given several good notes and you're right on. So the nose, okay, I knew it was an Isla peat. The nose is a sweet peated Isla. It's not quite the iodine, but there's a touch of iodine in there.
I would agree.
Okay. There is no mistaking this. You would not think this is a Highland heathered peat at all.
No.
You know this is coming from Isla. What gets me is there is a slight, almost like charcoal nose to it, almost a little more bonfire rather than earth. Now, you're way more attuned to the sherry than I am. And I'm not sure I'm even now, knowing what it is, that I'm picking up the sherry. But the nose is so deliciously peaty that this is again one I could nose for a long, long time. The only thing that surprises me a little bit is I get a little bit of the campfire smoke with it. With a faint touch of iodine. That's the nose. I love the color. So,
I don't know of any releases from Isla that are this heavily sherried outside of some committee type releases, Ardbeg Day type release, or not Ardbeg Day, Isla Festival, the Phage releases.
right.
I'm just racking my brain on what it could be. I don't know. So I think it has to be an independent bottler probably, or Scotch Malt Whiskey Society possibly. This was it's a heavily peated Isla that's been in a sherry butt or a hogshead.
Okay. And you're not you're not at all
Guessing.
wrong with the wine influence here. My struggle is trying to pull out those wine flavors, and I keep trying.
Oh, grab a Corey Vrecken and try it next to it. I mean, you don't get any of this sweetness. You don't get any of that. Bart's gonna do it.
Yeah, I got to do it. Hold on, it's down here. There's my Oogie. Where's my Corey?
Do you have Corey? Maybe you don't have a Corey.
There it is. All right. So I want to try it.
You know, initially I did say peat. I went through some notes, and I did say his earthiness as well. I get that with a lot of Ardbegs. But let me try that next to it.
Ooh.
Yeah, see, there's just vanillas, citrus,
Yeah,
and peat
I agree with all
in that.
And a little bit more punch on the front.
But that's pretty similar to this. This almost resembles an Ardbeg.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's actually a little interesting. I wouldn't disagree with you how it resembles a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Before we reveal, I pulled a little bit of trickery on you.
Okay.
And you almost smoked it out early. You have too good of a damn memory that you actually looked at my shelf and realized that the Abomination was not there.
Yeah. Well, you can't put stuff out in plain view.
Well, I thought it would pull you. I thought it would fool you a little bit. That what killed me though is I had been sipping on this, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of did not. And I'm gonna be honest. I did not want to like this. And Bill sent it to us, and it's from California. What's his name? Davis. What's his name? I can't. Scott, maybe Scott Davis. What's his first name? It's on there, I think. I thought it was Davis. Either way, you'll look for that. I kept trying this, and I kept kind of liking it, but then saying,
Brian Davis.
Brian. I kept saying it's engineered.
It is. This is the one that's sped up somehow. They speed up the aging
they
on this
literally took staves that are soaked in is it Riesling wine, I think, and they've soaked them in there and then added those into the barrel, if I remember right. And they did, so here's the deal, a little bit of trickery, but not too much. I wanted to throw it off just so, and you still almost smoked it out, or maybe you fully did. I went and looked up more because I was really enjoying this as a peat head. And I will admit some bias against it because it's a rapidly aged, it's $50. And what they were saying was that it's sourced, they won't tell you where, but they got some alcohol, some scotch from...
No, it's barley. They get peated barley.
It's Isla barley that's probably 12 to 18 months old.
Spirit distilled from 100% malted barley, finished with late harvest Riesling seasoned American oak staves.
It is Isla whiskey.
Heavily peated malt.
Yes, it's Isla whiskey. And maybe they won't tell you who, maybe it's Ardbeg, but it's 12 to 18 months.
We did trick me because that's an American whiskey.
It is. I wanted to do that intentionally, but since
You know
it's sourced from Isla, I thought it'll fit into our Saturday
We
show.
actually had that when we were in Beaumont.
Well, we had a different bottle, though.
Yeah, but it was the one of the Abomination spirits.
Yeah,
I really
think
liked
that one,
it that
I
night.
don't think that one's as good as this one.
Roy Aquavitae does not like it. In fact, he just did a live Thursday, or a while, if you're watching this, a couple weeks ago. I haven't watched to see, what he did. I always thought Blind. I always thought Roy kind of had a prejudice against it because he knew going in it was from California, it was rapidly aged, blah blah blah. I thought if you had that Blind, it'll come off.
That's
good.
why I wanted to do this blind.
Yeah. I liked it.
That's why I pulled a little bit of trickery because you're right. It really would fit under the American single malt, but Brian Davis sourced this whiskey from Iowa, so I thought, okay, let me do it. I was still a little bit stunned. You remembered seeing it over there. When you looked over there and went, the Abomination's missing, I'm like, you got to be shitting me. I could look at your shelf and I wouldn't know shit. Nothing. Nothing. Well, not always true. I noticed when I was over there once.
If you want to keep something blind from
draining your, yeah, I know. I got from now on. I gotta hide it permanently.
You gotta hide it,
Mr. Photographic Memory. The Abomination's no longer over there. Shut up. But I
could tell on the nose though, heavy sherry, heavy peat. Okay. I'm thinking, what does Bart have? And I thought,
I was hoping you would think I had the Supernova. That's what I was hoping you would think from Ardbeg.
Do you?
No.
Exactly.
I could have bought it, but it was expensive.
Yeah.
Shimon.
All right.
I don't know though. So yeah, I pulled a little bit of trickery with you, but I wanted you to try it blind.
I still think that's like a 91, a 92
I agree. I
yeah,
agree.
It's
this
very
is
good.
Very, very good.
And if it's $50,
yes,
you're not going wrong.
I know. And that's why I wanted to do it blind. Mm-hmm. And I've been very impressed with this. And I'm telling you flat out, I was prejudicial. I really didn't want to enjoy it as much as I kept going, I kind of like this. Now, with the Corey Vrecken here, I still like the Corey Vrecken
I didn't want to like it.
I didn't.
But I do.
I didn't. I was like, you can't speed age Ardbeg or whatever it is, or Isla whiskey, but it's good. And the fact that it's got that Riesling in there is that you pick that up. All right, we have a Patreon member. Supports us. Go to Patreon, look up Scotch Test Dummies. Had a phenomenal comment. Would you care to share?
Graham Young, and he's in Canada. After our Lechig 19-year Marsala cask, he comments, very interesting review of a really unique malt. I have the sherry cask finished 18-year cask strength that came from the distillery and have never, in fact, tasted it yet. And then he has a sad face emoji. And feel the need to pop the cork and proceed. The standard 10 Lechig is the whiskey I almost always used to use to introduce people unaccustomed to peat smoke to a peated whiskey. Interesting that your area gets these rare bottles. That is fantasy for me here in Eastern Canada. Interesting to think how a Marsala cask finished peated whiskey like my beloved Port Charlotte MC01 might hold up to this dram. Test it.
Test it!
With a question mark. Yeah, that Lechig 19-year Marsala cask was very nice indeed.
It was.
Yeah.
It was nice. Now, I didn't score this. I'm going to say a 90. Mm-hmm. It doesn't quite have the finish. It doesn't have the tobacco finishes that I really like, at least when I'm sipping on this Ardbeg Corey Vrecken. But it's good. And that's why I keep telling you, I kind of don't want to say it's good, but it's good. And
I don't want to like it.
I do. I don't think it's possible, but Brian's doing something here, and I like it. Scotch it, you Scotch guys.
It's a lunch of dummies.
Frankenstein.